go.
There you go.
There we go.
Yo, shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom, Negroes.
Shalom. Tribe of Judah in the building.
Yo.
Right. One up, Yahawashi Yasha Allah. To my right.
Moshe Yahuda.
This is brother Yashar Ariah, a.k.a. Yashar the Lion, a.k.a. Kapan.
All right, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So, why we come on so late at night? I mean, not talking about a heavy conversation. Well, we'll lie the other night. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. My wife and I had went out, and we took our son out with us, and he had his buddies with us, and we went shopping. And I think some of y'all may have saw the video that we had on Facebook. So we went shopping, and now Uber, you only had like 3 people in the car, and everybody has to be in the back, right? So what had happened was we said, okay, we're gonna go home. And my son, one of his best friends, called his mother to take him home. So we gave him the key. And of course, just like an 18-year-old, we gave him the key. We had bought some chicken. You know, his niggas love chicken. Right? And we said, so we're gonna keep the chicken with us. You know, we gave the chicken to them young boys. We had no chicken left. So just take the clothes home. But no, you know what they did? They didn't go straight home. We gave the key. And my wife, she ended up leaving her phone on the bus. So we trying to chase the bus down. So I said, you know what, forget about it. So we go home, we can't get in the building. A neighbor let us in the damn building. So we knock on the door. My son ain't home, so we sitting out there for damn near 2 hours in 105-degree temperature in the hallway, waiting for my son to get home.
What?
Let me tell y'all, man, QANATH was upset, very upset. It is what it is. So let my brothers introduce themselves. Say something real quick, because I got somebody call me.
Oh, well, it's my first time on the show. This is your boy, your brother, Moshe Yahuda. You know, I don't have much to say right now. You know, usually I'm always saying what I need to say on Facebook with my posts and videos that I put out there, and just here with my brothers, F.O.P.E, you know, for our people's edification. And so I'm here, we're ready to build. And
hallelujah, hallelujah.
Shalom. This is the massive self-explanatory. We're gonna do this tribe of Judah. Get your mask. Order before this live is over. Hit the elder up. Get your mask, Israel. If you don't want the star, you get a menorah. Get your menorah. But we all here, tribe of Judah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. So I'm pretty sure y'all can remember when you were little children, you know, and you see Elmer Fudd. And remember, they always ask Elmer Fudd, what you doing? And he's always say, I'm going out hunting rabbit. He's like, it's rabbit season. It's rabbit season. Right? Well, I'm here to tell you, right? I told everybody to get warm, right? You got Corona season. Now Elmer Fudd said rabbit season. But right now, F.O.P.E saying, they say, what y'all doing? It's Pharisee season. So we're gonna go out and start hunting Pharisees. All right. We're gonna hunt Pharisees in love, right? In love, we're gonna hunt Pharisees, the Pharisees, and really, I mean, we have a little fun, but it's really not joking. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in dire times, you know, for black people. You know, you can't turn on anywhere on YouTube. You get to see constantly for years and years and years where they beating us, hanging us, kicking out. I mean, you name it, you know. And people keep on talking about we're going through the same thing with other people. That's just not true. It's just not true. So we're going to be hunting some Pharisees. It's Pharisee season. You want to say something? No. So it's Pharisee season. We're going to read a few scriptures. Give me that first one I asked for. We're going to read a few scriptures, man, because it's very important that we understand, because these people still exist today. Not in reincarnation. It's just the spirit that's on these people, right? So we out hunting Pharisees. So I'm going to tell all the Pharisees, yes, sir, all the Pharisees that the Most High word is going to burn your tailbone, right? And you're not safe in any city, right? Any place in the world, right? To discuss the doctrine of the Most High, right? Because a lot of Pharisees, they worship for themselves, right? So give me that first one. Let's read it.
All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Beware of false prophets.
Say what?
Beware of false prophets.
So what is a false, look at that. What is a false prophet, right? Basically, this a liar, right? A liar. Beware. Why should you beware of something, right? Why should you beware of something? Well, I tell you what, if somebody tell you, you look at fire and say, man, you can stick your hand in that, it don't burn, right? And you get burnt, you should beware because you might get burned, right? You might be on the left-hand side of Sheol, where there's many different, Yehuda and I are going to bring something out very soon, or we brought out a video on Sheol, but then there's different chambers of Sheol. Like the Most High says, he has many chambers of houses inside his house, right? There's many different chambers in hell, so-called Sheol. Understand? Understand it. Start from the top again. You got it out there? Okay, good.
Okay. Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets.
Go ahead.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
And sheep clothing. Goddamn fringes all the way down under. Fringes going underneath the shoe. Right? Walking on their fringes. Right? Walking on their fringes. Right? One West cowboy hats walking on their fringes. Right? Come on.
But inwardly, they are raving wolves.
But inwardly, they are raving wolves, right? A raving wolf, he's dangerous. But QANATH, how can you tell, brother? How can you tell a false prophet? Let's see, keep reading.
Go to 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Say what?
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Their fruits are Edomites, so-called Edomites, right? Spaniards, right? People who call us Canaanites. Ye shall know them by their fruits, right? Becky, I'm gonna have a concubine named Becky, right? Somebody called themselves King David, King, whatever, all these different names. Know them by their fruits, right? I'm the God sent comforter. Right? Read that again, you should know what? That's how you know.
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Their fruits, right? They are what their fruit is. Come on.
Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistle?
Go ahead.
Even as every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
A corrupt tree brings forth what?
Evil fruit.
Evil fruit. Because you got to take them by the spirit. You got to judge them by the spirit. Read that line again, the last two lines.
But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil
fruit. A corrupt, we can rape in the kingdom. We're going to get them while they're young, 10, 12 years old. GMS, right? Eyes, piss, K, you can screw in the anus, right? Generally, you're a hunter, right? You can have anal sex, third under the sun, by their fruit, the fruit of Aria, right? You, John the Baptist wasn't in the truth, and this Negro walking around with the name Yohana, which means John. So he named himself after John the Baptist, but now who know more true, John the Baptist or Yohana? Right? Eyes, piss, cake, Tazar, Yaki. Right? Yakking in the damn mouth. Right? Talking about Israel was dark skin, light skin. You're going to have red bones and all that. You may have that now, but back then, what no damn dark skin, light skin.
Nope.
Everybody's black as tar. Tazar yak. You should know them by their fruit. Cockroach and eyes piscate. Should be looking like Caesar Borgia in the flesh. Red.
Red.
Read the whole line over again, the whole verse.
Verse 16.
Come on.
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Ye shall know them by their fruits. Eyes piscate, GMS, whoremongers, right? Hold up. You think I forgot about you? IUIC. You think we forgot about you? Right? All your Edomites up in there, right? Your 501c3, right? Not under Christianity, right? But under Muslim. Being a Muslim. Yes. Oh, GOCC, think we forgot too. They got a lot of Beckies running around in GOCC.
They
love them,
right?
Don't
they? And the word in GOCC is that you got so-called Ephraimites leaving because they found out they wasn't Israel. Wait till we find out. Right? See, it's a documentary that was supposed to be put out by two brothers, but somebody fell back. Somebody fell back because they found out they wasn't Israel. Right? Truth gonna come out. Right? GOCC, right? You got more like with that song. I got 5 on it. No, Ricard got 1 million on it. 50 lucre. Money. You just on the stage with that nigga. Okay? $5,000 passes. You can tell them by their fruit.
Yeah.
Right? Eyes piscate again. Everybody looking like Fat Albert. What general has a damn belly, over his damn buckle? Read that again. I'll let you get in. Read that again.
Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?
Hold on. Do you gather grapes of thorns? Right? That damn slavery. Who want to pick cotton with needles and stuff sticking in your hand? Come on.
Figs or thistles. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
Every good tree bring forth good fruit. So if you bad, you're not gonna bring up for a good tree. Oh, I may be going off, but I'm teaching the word. No, nigga, you're not teaching the word, right? You bringing forth bad fruit, right? Oh, you believe reincarnation? Right? Hosea 7:8. All our cake got turned. Dumbass. Read.
But a corrupt tree.
Who tree?
A corrupt tree.
A one west tree.
A corrupt tree.
A Ariana tree.
A corrupt tree.
A one west tree.
A corrupt tree.
Not all in one west. Right? But if you still believe in that damn trot, you're what?
A corrupt tree.
A corrupt tree. Go ahead.
Bringing forth evil fruit.
What's evil? A lie. What you got over there?
Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 11,
yeah.
We'll start at verse 13.
Come on.
It says, for such are false apostles.
What?
False apostles.
Hold on, what's a false apostle? Somebody who's a liar, who call himself prophesizer, the year 2000, the world coming to an end.
I'm going to give a definition of a false prophet is a person who falsely claims a gift of prophecy or divine inspiration.
Go ahead.
Or to speak of God who makes such claim for evil ends.
For evil ends. Read that again.
Is a person who falsely claims a gift of prophecy or divine inspiration or to speak of God or who makes such claim for evil ends.
See that? That's one west.
Often someone who is considered a true prophet.
Hold on. Often someone, God said what?
Often a person that is considered a true prophet.
Right. Somebody said reincarnated is John the Baptist, right? King Solomon, right?
Damn.
This is what we're talking about here. But y'all keep on saying, ain't nobody here, y'all know. People here. because they're coming out of that madness, that dogma, right? Any more of that?
For as such are false apostles, deceitful workers.
The what?
Deceitful workers.
And you dummies talking about, I want to give honor and glory to the apostles. You worshiping men, just like ISK. Before you open up, right? The first person you talk about is Jenna Hunter. That's all you talk about. More so than Christ, Yahawashi, Yeshua, or your Jesus. You put your Hunter before all of it. And they all, every single one of you are cowards. That's why now we're on a mission of the Most High to hunt down what?
For
you Pharisees. Right? Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Pharisees.
Be very, very quiet.
Right.
We're hunting the rabbits.
Right. We hunting
now we're having Pharisees. The Mike Tyson voice.
Right.
Pharisees.
Pharisee. Right. Any more of that?
God. It says, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Christ.
An apostle of Christ. Stop. Okay. Now, listen up. When somebody says something, why y'all talking, preaching with your head covered, right? Right? We're not. No. Watch this. Right? Because it's twofold in that. Right? We're not prophesizing. Right? We're not prophesizing. What we doing? We're reading. We're reading the Bible.
Right. Reading.
I'm not prophesizing about anything. I'm not saying this is going to happen. That's going to happen. Right? I'm not prophesizing anything. I'm reading you the word. That's it. I'm not prophesizing anything. Right? So that's what I mean. Not trying to be disrespectful, but we go and try to be anal, right? But when you go outside tomorrow, right? I want you to understand what the bottom of your shoe is made of. Pork. Every time you sit your hind box on any subway train, you're sitting on porky pig.
Bet you didn't know that one, Billy.
Yep. Okay. And Matthew Menard, you done came on many times. Say you're gonna come on and want to debate, whatever. It is what it is. But if I think it's you, I'm not sure if it's you or not. But peace and blessing, family. Yeah, okay, it's not you. It was the other person. My bad, brother. Somebody else.
Let me bring up this other one. Now listen to this, y'all. I want y'all to listen to this in its full content of how it was written for those that we're speaking about. This ain't the Christian church. This ain't Crooklow Dollar. This ain't TD Snakes. This is Israel. Listen to the scripture. Matthew chapter 23. It says, and spake Yahawashi to the multitude and his disciples. Very clearly, listen to this, y'all. The scribes and the Pharisees sit on Moses' seat. Don't these Negroes preach Torah down your throat?
Yep.
Don't they preach Torah down your throat in them street corners?
Yep.
Now listen to what he said. Listen clearly. It says, all therefore, it says, whatever they bid, you observe. So yes, that's the laws, statutes, and commandments. We have to abide by that. Right. But watch this twofold. He said, observe and do, but do ye not after their words? For they say and do not. Hypocrites. Yep. Don't the murderers, adulterers, fornicators, stealers. Listen to this. For they bid heavy burdens and grievous to be borne and lay them on men.
They lay all that.
They make you feel like they're so over righteous that every single one of y'all going to hell if they don't keep that Bible.
They judge you so quickly.
Right? Hey, sister, you can't wear no jeans. You're going to hell.
Right? Yep. You got to have your head covered every day, all day.
How many times have y'all walked in the streets and seen these Negroes cussing sisters and cussing brothers out? Let me read that again. It says, for they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and they lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. Right. Do y'all hear that, y'all?
No, they don't. You can't discipline them. Right.
You can't. It was a video I watched about 2 years ago. The brother in IUIC was teaching, and I would say this verbatim. He said he was talking to a brother, and the brother replied to him and said, "Well, let me ask you a question. I understand what you're telling me about the law, statutes, and commandments, but you're telling me to be ye perfect, as Christ said, right? Are you perfect?" And do you know what the brother IUIC said? Yes, I am.
They say they follow all the laws.
Yes.
All of them.
He said it verbatim.
All
yes, I am.
But what does it say? It should say.
It says if any man say he's without sin, he is a liar and truth is not in
But
it.
watch this. It says this also. It says, he who say they haven't sinned has sinned already. See, you fell on your phone.
Let me get one more, Elder.
Go ahead.
It says, but all their works they do to be seen. Look at my fringes, y'all. Look at my fringes, y'all. Oh, look at my fitted, y'all.
Oh, we gonna be at the Capitol. We gonna be at the Staple Building. We gonna be at the Sears Tower. We gonna be at the White House, right? Oh, we going with Rodney King got killed.
All to be seen of men.
We going with George Floyd got murdered and teach. We going here, right? We going in the we going to enter in any city of the Samaritans, right? We going to make white people kiss our feet. See, the Most High
they kiss my feet.
Right.
But mind you, what was the first commandment he said? He said, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Yep.
Why is it that you see all these so-called puffed up Power Rangers in the heart of the Gentiles?
Into ye not.
And he says, oh, ye not there. You must be in the slums and the ghettos where the meek and humble wait for that word to come and get them out of poverty. Right. That's in the ghetto.
He said, but go rather.
Right, to the Lord's sheep.
Go rather
to the Lord's sheep. And where do you find the Lord's sheep? Over there in the crack houses in the projects.
Right.
Come on, y'all. That's what the apostles was told by the Messiah himself.
That's right. But see, guess what? Meet us, right? We going to talk to Trump.
We going to the White House.
Right. We want all the Edomites to see us, right?
We're going to go with the Native American guy, and we're going to start a rally over there so it could be all over the news.
Right. Any more than that?
I got more, Elder.
Come on.
I ain't finished. It says,
whatever.
It said, listen to this, y'all. But all their works they do to be seen of men. They make broad their what? The phylacteries, watch, and enlarge the borders of their garments.
Them damn cowboy garments. Like my brother say, they have goddamn fringes hanging from the kneecap.
It get better. Hold on, Elder, we ain't finished. It says, and they love the upper room. It says the uppermost rooms at feasts. How many times have I been to a feast ceremony and these niggas coming like if Moses did damn self?
What's at the head of the table? What's at the ho? See, look, listen. There's one cat. We already have finished the so-called feast, right? Over. He wanted to start the whole thing over, and so he said to his head of the damn table and say, "Who got next?" That's a fact. The ceremony was over with. And he wants to sit at the head of the table so he could be seen
by men.
And all of you know that was there that year know exactly who I'm talking about. The service was over for like 2 hours, and he walked in there 2 hours late and wanted to do it all over. Had his glass of wine. Right? Listen. My dad told me this, man. And we're going to get back to your work. My dad told me this. He said, looks good, tastes good, and smell good is not always good for you. That's a fact. Truth talks about it. It's utterly poison. It's straight poison, right? I tell my sons, right? I say, listen. I say, now, no disrespect, but get the ugly chick. Right?
I know
if you're gonna get a good looking one, make sure she's smart and tell the fear the Most High. When I say smart and intelligent,
right,
figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? About that one.
You know, and make sure she know the Most High, right? Important, right? Because you get that. Watch this. That slut, that hoe, or whatever, like the one that looks good. Same thing with the man, whoremonger, right? Suave, Rico Suave, and all that. right? Those are dangerous ones. Those are the ones that's walking around with that sauce.
Get that first John. You got the first John. You want me to get it? Let me get it. I got First John. Everybody go to First John chapter 4, y'all.
Yeah, read that.
And I want y'all to really listen because I'm gonna read this slow.
Right.
First John chapter 4. Because a lot of y'all skip over these books like they don't exist, and y'all don't really get the time to meditate on who this is talking about. This ain't talking about no Crooklow Dollar, no TD Snakes. This is talking about them same Negroes that y'all typing on YouTube, Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
Let's see what he was talking about. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit. It says, but try the spirits.
Stop.
Y'all don't try the spirits.
Stop,
Go ahead,
stop,
Elder.
stop. This is what these Negroites do, right? Oh, how can you tell they're Israelite, brother? You gotta try the spirit. It's not talking about that. Right? Because you can tell Hispanic because you're trying the spirit by this. This is not talking about some goddamn nationality.
No. Spirit.
Right? It's not talking about that. This talking about right, if you righteous or not.
Right.
This ain't got to do with your nationality.
Try the spirit.
Okay?
Well, he got to be for the tribe of Ephraim. Look at his spirit. He act just like a Jake.
Eminem. So now Eminem.
Look. Bruce Lee is a Jake. Because he walked like a Jake. He was smooth. Eminem, he rapped like a Jake. He got to be a Jake.
Barbarino, John Travolta. Yeah. Right? Israelites, because the way they talk and dance.
Yo, look how he got Dan. Look how he moved. He got the spirit of a Jake.
You gonna tell me that ain't a nigga? He ain't got some nigga in him?
I guess the first white boy in the NBA that dunked is black too.
Larry Bird. Oh,
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird is goddamn Israelite nigga, right?
Larry Bird.
He can shoot some ball.
Yeah. Respect.
I saw Larry Bird shoot some ball, but I guess he Israelite now, right?
Larry Bird's the original Steph Curry. He's an Israelite.
And you know what?
Man.
Larry Bird, ISBK will have him sit right there with your arm.
Yes, they will.
If Larry Bird throws Israelite, they be fighting on him.
But look how he shoot. He shoot like Steph Curry.
Right.
He gotta be a Jake.
They would sound like some house niggas. Don't you talk bad about
Don't you talk about Larry Bird. You ain't gonna talk about boss.
Don't you talk about Larry Bird. Larry Bird is one of the goats.
Yo, they said, look how Bruce Lee walked. He gotta be a Jake. Right. He was smooth, Right.
See how he bounced around when he was fighting?
Keep reading.
Listen, y'all. First John chapter 4. I'm gonna read this again. All praise to Yahawashi Yahawashi. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High. Because many, it didn't say one, it didn't say two, it didn't say three, it didn't say four. It said many, y'all. It says many false prophets are going out into the world.
Stop. See that? So when they talk about, I gotta try spirits in Israel. No, it's not talking about that. It's about trying spirits in they false prophets, man. So they got a damn thing to see if you're a damn Israelite.
You know what your problem with y'all? Y'all like to see brothers for the outer man, but y'all never examine the spirit to see the inner man. And most of these same people that y'all follow, once this camera go off, them niggas is wicked as hell. They not Israelites. Those are niggas with fringes and a damn Power Ranger suit calling themselves puffed up Pharisees. That's exactly what they are. Preaching the Most High, telling you guys, oh, keep the commandments and all this stuff. But as soon as that camera go off, those are a bunch of niggas. And if you don't believe me, inbox every single one of their wives and ask them niggas how they treat them. They treat them like dog doodle. That's how you know the spirit. Right. Christ said to love your wife as he loved the damn church. You got a problem, brother. How can you sit there and love Christ and not love your wife? Right. And most of y'all Negroes hate y'all wife. Y'all ashamed of y'all wife. Matter of fact, I got a better one for y'all. Most of these Negroes don't even show they goddamn wife. You know why? Because they too busy on damn YouTube and Facebook trying to holler at other people's ass. Let's really bring it out. Let's talk about brothers that we're not going to say no names, but as soon as the camera go off, trying to inbox another wife DM. Hold on, nigga. How many women you want?
Man, hold on, let me see.
But see, that's why I love it, because see, you couldn't do that shit to my wife. Because guess what? She'd kick your ass, Craig. You see, that's another problem. Y'all brothers got these weak women that they don't know how to destroy temptation. You must have a strong Israelite woman. As soon as that Negro come, snapshot and exposed. And most of these Negroes is foul. And y'all don't test their spirit. And because they give y'all 2 scriptures on YouTube, oh, he looks so holy, look at his beard and his fringes. Oh, shalom.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is a personal story, right? And I'm not gonna put my wife on this camera, but if she wants to, only she wants to, right? This is how you can tell you got.
You don't want nobody DM me your wife. You know how these niggas are.
Right? Let them try. Right? And it's funny you say it, because this story gonna let them try. Watch this. One of my best friends I was known for a long time, right? Him and I used to be little players, but have our little fun quite way before I came to truth. And I met my wife over 20-something years ago, right? And I told him, I said, man, look, you already know the rule. If I'm not home, I'm at work, don't you ever knock on my door. These are my hours, right? And anybody try to roll on my wife or like that, she might have some weight for your head too, right? But don't come around out of rain. That nigga, I went to work, right? Over 20-something years ago, I'm at work, they ring my door.
You gave this nigga a direct order. Don't you ever, ever come here if I'm not here.
So my wife, huh? Oh, he knocked on the door. See, that's me. That's
Done.
So I couldn't get in touch with him. I couldn't find him. I'm like, I'm trying to call one answer. So I go to work again. And he come back again. You want to bring my children some clothes? She said, I'm not opening the door. She said, didn't he tell? Without going to camera, what did you tell him?
I said that you.
No, yeah, come to the mic. No, yeah,
let the nigga lights hear you.
Yeah, what'd you say? What'd you say?
I said that I reminded him that you worked on that particular day, and that was the day he kept coming. He kept coming on a Saturday. He kept coming on a Saturday, and the second time he came, I was like, I thought you guys talked. I thought he said, you know, this is hours on Saturday, and you can come after this time because he'll be home by that time. He was like, oh, I forgot. So I told QANATH about it. Third Saturday.
Third Saturday.
I said, I think he's going to have a problem. He's like, I just wanted to drop off some clothes for the baby. I said, oh, I understand that. I said, but I still think he's going to have a problem with it. And I called QANATH right after I closed the door.
So QANATH, you know, as the nice guy I am, right? So I said, hey, I heard you bought some clothes. He said, yeah.
Put on a kick-ass man.
Right.
Nah.
Like, folk up, right? But check it out. I said, brother, I said, man, oh, I appreciate, you know, you bring something back. But I hollered, I said, okay. So I told my boy, I said, call him up, man. Never cook out. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah, set him up.
He came down
That's
here.
it.
There you go.
Story over with. Now,
Case closed.
Go ahead.
Let me finish that. I ain't finished, Elder. I'm gonna read it again, y'all. For those that's coming on now, we have 1 John chapter 4, exposing these Pharisees. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
They what?
Many false prophets have gone out into the world.
Now watch this. Now with us, y'all see it. Are y'all going on the highways and byways? Just because you go on the highways and byways, you might be what, B?
Beloved, believe not every spirit.
We on the highways and byways.
But try the spirits.
We teaching the word.
Whether they are of the Most High.
We teaching the word.
Because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
Many of y'all going about on the highways and byways, false prophets. So stop talking about, oh, you Facebook people, you YouTube people, right? Many false prophets have went out into the world and taught lies. Right? On the highways and byways. What the Most High asked Shakan Satan? He said, where you been? To and fro. Deceiving.
I got a better one, Elder. Let's jump down to verse 5.
Read.
It says, they are of the world.
They what?
They are of the world. Therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them.
In the world here. So
Come on, elder.
All of you,
That's it.
That's why you have a group of them. All of them got. Listen, you ever notice? Watch this, family. And the world hear them, right? And every demonic spirit is attracted to that same spirit. Watch. IsraelitesColossians. They all look the same. They all act the same. They all got the same facial makeup. Right? Even if they white or black, they all fat. Right? GMS, right? They all them same spirits, right? Attracted to one another. All of them act the same. All of them look the same. All of them talk alike, right? Them same spirits. ISUBK, GOCC. We the nice false prophets. Right?
Bring all the heathens in. Bring them all in. Let's have a whole bunch of hybrid kids. Let's have a whole bunch of hybrid kids.
Right? Over here, we got one spirit. We love the Most High, right? But we all not monolithic, right? We have our own thought, our own mind, how we see things. These guys are battery. They got batteries in these back. They all the same. Any more?
We're gonna go to second. Let's go to second John, y'all.
And then once you get out,
we're gonna go to 2 John, and I'm gonna break this down. 2 John, chapter 1, verse 9. Now listen to this, y'all. Excuse me. Whosoever transgressive and abide not in the doctrine of Christ. Where the hell did Christ say that the damn 12 tribes was a bunch of damn Rico Suave looking niggas? Listen to this again. It says, whosoever transgressive and abide not in the doctrine of Christ has not God. He that abideth in the doctrine of Christ has not the Father or the Son.
Watch this. Can I say something real quick? Have not the what?
Not the doctrine of, he has not the Father or the Son.
If he don't abide in who?
In the doctrine of Christ.
If he don't abide in who?
In the doctrine of Christ.
What did Christ say about Paul? John. Look it up. What did Christ say about John? He was one of his greatest prophets.
He said that I cannot fill John's shoes, but he told the Pharisees, I'm not John, but the works that John teach and preach, follow them.
That's right. But hold on, what ISBK say about John?
They gave their leader John's title.
Right.
They said he's a second. No. They said that he's a second to Christ.
Right. But they were saying that John wasn't.
They said John wasn't the truth.
They said John was the truth, but then they call Yohana the second to Christ, knocking John out.
But they said Christ said John's one of his greatest prophets. Right. Right. But and then what? Read that part. Read from the top. What does it say?
It says, "Whosoever transgressive and abideth not in the doctrine of Christ, have not God. He that abideth in the doctrine of Christ, he has both the Father and the Son."
Here we go. Both the Father and the Son.
So what doctrine they teaching?
Moses.
Well, you don't know what Israel looked like, because Israel could have been any color.
Yeah.
Everybody's an Israelite today now. Everybody's an Israelite. Oh, I'm Hispanic.
No.
The damn father looked like Cesar Chavez. The great-great-grandmother got mush mouth and wrinkles in their forehead.
Looking like Mark Anthony.
Oh, J-Lo's an Israelite. You don't know. So now hold up. I got something from. I'm gonna still want the elders' book. Why is my cake not turned? Because the scripture said after the third and fourth generation, Israel will be restored. So now watch this. I'm gonna play chess with y'all. Deuteronomy 28. We was cursed to get raped by the white man, right? So let's say all of our grandfathers is white. The Most High said after the fourth generation, we was gonna get restored back. How the hell all of us over here look like niggas? Hold on. So my great-great-grandfather was a bell beat pecker white man. Why the hell I look like this? But then all y'all babies look like damn Chucky from the damn horror movie with green eye or blue eyes and dead hair.
You wanna play?
Now let's really play that game.
You wanna play?
So we're gonna fulfill Deuteronomy 28. let's say every Negro that call themselves Israel had a damn grandfather that was white. Well, guess what, nigga? My cake ain't turned. So we got a big problem. So now you want to play that game talking about Blake Griffin and all these different people. But guess what? Guess what? We still got Negro features, brother, sister. So I hate to tell you this, but you're sleeping with a goddamn heathen. Get rid of them. And this is exactly why our forefathers fell into the trap that they fell in, because they disobeyed the Most High and kept sleeping with them goddamn heathen women. And because y'all are so into lust for the flesh, y'all don't want to hear the words of truth. So when the elder comes out and abolishes that demon lust that's inside you, you don't want to hear it. Now, of a certain we sellouts, we Illuminati, we did this, we clout chasing. I don't get it. Because you mad because you sleeping with a devil? Matter of fact, I got a better one for you. What? Look at her skin after the age of 25. Why she so damn wrinkled in your bed? Because you're sleeping with a damn heathen. Now that's another joke for you. Next time you go to sleep next to your wife, wonder why she got all them damn wrinkles in her head after 25. Because she's a damn Edomite. Whatever Gentile curse you want to give her. Because y'all heathens.
Oh, you're hating, Unc?
Come on, man. Let's really bring it out. Let's really bring it out. Let's use those Deuteronomy curses. Let's really break it down. Every single one of us got raped by a white man. Why the hell is my cake not turned? I'll wait. So let's say my great-grandfather's name was Bill. Why the hell I don't look like Bill? Right. So like the elder said, if the DNA of the Negro is so weak, why the hell we still look like this? But in all the other tribes, y'all niggas look Asiatic, Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, ain't got no lips. They gotta go, and it's funny because most Hispanic women, the biggest thing they're doing now is getting fake butts and fake lips and fake asses and fake chests. But I thought they was all Jake.
Stealing our swag,
I thought they was a Jake.
Our culture.
Yep. Come on, y'all. Sosa came from Negroes, and the Spaniards took it over. Sosa, I dare any one of you challenge me on it. Sosa came from black people, and the Spaniards, the Telemundo lookalikes, took it over. There was nothing done by, and matter of fact, I got a better one. I'm not gonna get long.
No, go.
A lot of you niggas are so dumb, y'all don't even know geography. Spain and Portugal is at the bottom of Europe. This is why the slave trade was done by Portugal the way it was. It's the closest to Africa because at the bottom of the damn Gulf Coast. Y'all don't even know that. So a lot of y'all niggas talking about Hispanic, you don't even know that your great-grandfather's Christopher Columbus. Spain is in Europe. It's not in Africa. It's not in Asia. It's in Europe at the bottom. So instead of you wearing a Puerto Rican flag or Dominican flag or Mexican flag, your flag is red and damn yellow. Spain. Every single thing about that culture, you need to take your ass over there and visit them niggas because your great-grandfather looked just like Columbus. And y'all don't want to hear that because y'all been so programmed being around niggas all your life that you think you us. But you can't have this, y'all. I'm sorry. This is ours. Our ancestors built this on slave backs and cotton fields. It's like Meek Mill said, there's levels to this. Our ancestors built this.
Hey, can you ask me one question? Why they won't step up to the table? This not a challenge or debate. Why do they want to have a conversation about it?
Because they can't. Where can it go past? But try Judah and Ephraim is vexing each other. Judah and Ephraim is vexing each other. You know what the problem is? You niggas is not learned by elders. You have no teacher and you're not a student. You are YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, fake-alites.
Watch this. I'll say something real quick.
Go ahead, Elder, bring it out.
If they want to use that, and they don't have a clue what they're talking about, but let's stick on their level, right? And say Judah and Ephraim, that's one another. Well, who's killing each other in Chicago? Who's killing each other in California, DC, New York? Right? What they call it? What on what crime? Black on black crime.
Black on black crime.
Right.
Not, and then you know they call us black and they call Hispanic brown. Right. They don't say black on brown crime or brown on black crime. black on black crime.
Don't the scripture say your eye should be what?
Evil to your brother.
Evil towards your brother.
Whoa!
Right? So when you walk down the street, how many times brothers got killed or get in a fight just by looking at one another?
I've been to a club when I was in my worldly days, and I seen a dude pull out a damn pistol because another dude stepped on his shoe. Yep. On his shoe. In the club. He pulled out a pistol.
I know a guy I know two guys. I told my wife the story. I'm not gonna mention their name. Right? But two guys come out of one building, another guy going in the building. I know these guys. I knew them back then because they all did. But they were some of the baddest dudes I ever seen in my life. I just see them, I just duck. Right? That's how bad they was, man. So two dudes come out of the building, and one dude going in the building. I was told the story. One dude, the two dudes that came out, bumped into the guy going in. The guy going in turned around and shot the other guy, right? And was calm, cool, collected, put his gun up, was like, F you. Turned his back. The other guy shot him, right? And then it turned because of his own brother. Black on black crime. Me personally, when I was hanging out, go to clubs, I've had people, I had my little, they had looking all cool, whatever.
Looking like Dapper Dan.
Right. So I was doing my thing. Dudes come by, boom, bump you for no damn reason. What you looking at, nigga? Stuff like that, right? Step on your shoe, right? Or just beat your ass for no reason. Oh, don't come by this street, nigga. This so step tripping, right? But we listen. I even told your brother, no, that's for us. Other nations, Hispanics, they all look out for each other.
Right. They take care of each other.
Asians, they all look out for
each other.
Arabs, they all look out for each other. White people, they all look out for each other. Other nations look out for each other. We the only ones that fight like we fighting around right now one another. So don't give that E from it's vexing Judah.
Shit. You know what that is? That's Ephraim vexing Judah.
Right.
That's what that's talking about.
That's right.
Two melanated niggas.
Right. Listen, how come in a black neighborhood, nigga, why should you have to carry a gun amongst your people?
There you go.
Remember, we're supposed to be our own community protection.
Why are you scared to walk in your own damn neighborhood at night? In your own neighborhood. Why you won't go on? Hey, can right now you on the East Coast? Can you go to the West Coast and walk the Compton? Can anybody walk the church streets in Chicago and it's all black and you're black?
Watch this, Elder. Go to them ATMs that they got in the streets that you can just go up to and go and watch you gotta look behind your back because there's 3 niggas ready to money.
Scared to go to a liquor store right? How many of you women, when you grab your purse hard and you lock your doors in your own damn neighborhood? That's Ephraim vexing Judah.
Yep.
Right.
Stop it.
Not worried about no.
And that's why we out hunting what?
Pharisees.
Right. We out hunting Pharisees.
I gotta go catch the wabbit.
Right. Be very, very
quiet.
Be very, very quiet. We hunting Pharisees, right? And we might be on a hunt tomorrow.
Right.
Read.
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people.
There were what?
There were false prophets also among the people.
Now who's the people? It's us.
Us.
Amongst their own people. False prophets. Just say, whoa. Right? Whoa, what? Unto you prophets that lead what? My people what? Astray. Right? Read.
Even as there shall be false teachers.
False what?
False teachers.
False who?
Kill shot.
Teachers.
False teachers. Come on.
False teachers among you.
Among what?
Among you.
Among you. So let's not talk about the white man. Let's talk about the Arab man, the Chinese man. Right? False teachers among you. Among is with you, live with you, beside you. Come on.
Who privily
shall
bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
Bring upon themselves swift destruction. Even the 9, the Most High who bring them. How did he bring them? Psalms 147, 19 and 20. He shows word to us, right? And then you turn around to 9. You turn your back. Like Christ told, was it Peter? He said, you're going to deny me 3 times?
Yeah, thrice. That was Peter's right-hand man.
Right?
He said, no, Messiah, no, I won't do it.
Not me.
Not me.
I got your back.
Got your back.
Right?
Just like your boy say in the hood. Not me, brother.
I told my son this right. I told my son this today, and I always told him this. I told my brothers. I said the most dangerous person, right, that you could be around is your friend. Because most murders, who kill you? It's your friend. Right? Men beat the people who they say they love, their wives. Right? Cheat on each other the whole nine. Right? You got to be aware. Who turned against the Most High? His own angel that he created.
Now watch this. Asmodean, you are 100% right. I'm going to tell you why. Because most of those people you're talking about, they will never show you on TV. And guess what? You don't see them in the camps. So you're right. If we do a documentary on Puerto Rico, most of the Puerto Ricans look just like us. But they don't show you those. They show you Spain.
Watch this. They talk about Ephraim, right? It's Puerto Rico because of the islands. No, the islands. The Caribbean islands.
There's a million islands in the Caribbean.
And all of them are black.
All black. Tar baby black at that.
All of them black.
Go to Panama. I dare y'all to go to Panama. One of the hardest Spanish-speaking countries, and them Negroes are Haitian tar baby black.
All of them black.
Matter of fact, I got a better one, Elder. Watch this. If you watch baseball, right? Most of the people that play baseball are Hispanic and they're pale skin. If you watch the World Baseball Classic, only the elite go to that. All the ones from Hispanic countries are dark.
Yeah.
They don't even use Spanish in their World Baseball Classic. Go Google on YouTube the World Baseball Classic. All the elite baseball players from the Hispanic countries are all dark. You don't see none of them Negroes looking Spanish.
All the youngins.
That tells you that the DNA of the Negro, the white men want to see on the biggest stage of them all.
And you know what? And you say, well, why they not playing baseball?
Come on, man.
They discriminate against them, right? They don't. We win with these, even though I know they better, just like it was in basketball and football, right? And that is it. And they know they let all them Negroes from the Caribbean islands and South America, they know they'll take over.
I got a better one for y'all. We all Israel, right? We're going to play devil's advocate. I want y'all to give me one Hispanic that leads in baseball over any black man in any category. Give me one Hispanic that leads over a black man in basketball. Give me one Hispanic that leads over a black man in football. Give me one Hispanic that leads over a black man in boxing. Matter of fact, give me one Hispanic that leads over a black man in MMA. Okay, we're going to keep going. Give me one Hispanic that leads over a black man in golf, in tennis, track and field. Hussein Bolt kicked all your ass. Hockey.
Soccer.
Matter of fact, that everything even has soccer. That's a world sport. Come on, man. Soccer. Matter of fact, go to NASCAR and find me here Hispanic. Even in red.
Got one even better than that, brother. Bull riding. Look up the best bull rider.
Give me no. I don't want no Mexican fake cowboy. No, I don't want those fake cowboys. Come on, y'all.
Hold on. Who they say? You know who made chili?
Woo.
Look, who invented chili? Listen, here's the thing. This is not attacking the people.
It's not racist. It's just fact.
We don't deal with lots. So I see a kid say, "Yeah, you so-called native Indians and where the native Indians and you are Spanish. You Deuteronomy 7:6. When the last time you seen the goddamn Hispanics in 12 countries in South America, and any of them countries win the Olympics, and you got the black people who's the least populated in the whole world in America?
During the time of Hitler, Jesse Owens went to Germany and kicked every German's ass in the Olympics. You find me in Spain that did that when y'all Negroes came to America and flooded over, and the only reason why they call y'all speakers is you're speaking on English. That's where the word come from. Find me any Hispanic that came from the 1950s all the way up that sat here and broke any record to make the white man recognize them as a race.
They Jack Johnson, they Muhammad Ali.
You ain't got one.
Right,
and every boxer that was ever great that was Hispanic was black Hispanic.
Right.
Let's really talk about it.
Yep.
Felix Trinidad, all them Negroes from the 70s and 60s were all Negro Hispanics.
Yep.
They were not white. That's why when Oscar De La Hoya thought he was the man, he got his ass knocked the hell out. By who? A black man. Let's talk about it, y'all. He thought he was a shit. He went against Mayweather and got knocked the hell out.
All the music, all the instruments.
And the only reason why black people fall is because we were our own self-destruction. We let the white man influence us with drugs, with coke, crack, pills, alcohol. All those addictions tear our people up. But when it comes to music, instruments, go ahead, Elder, bring it out, man.
The white man no more. It's like the scripture says. It says there'll be amongst you. It's us.
It's us. We our own destruction.
It's these Pharisees, man. It's teaching these damn
bringing the damn heathen sons to do what Solomon. You got it.
It's these
No, as far as the chili.
no. It's these Pharisees who's actually doing it.
I mean, I found something, but
Wait, read what you got. What you got?
The chili is one holds that the dish formerly known as chili came from Mexico, based on Bernal Diaz del Castillo treatise of the conquest of New Spain, in which the author describes how the remains of luckless.
I don't have anything.
Nah.
Don't have anything. I'll find it. But here's the thing: the Pharisees are alive and well today.
Teaching lies,
right? And they speak love, right? They philanthropies, everything looks good. Come on, right? They don't know anything.
I just got that. Come on.
And we all been duped.
Oh man,
we all been duped, right? But now we must roar like lions because the Most High. We all this. Oh, we all going through the same thing. How come Deuteronomy 28? We all fit, but when we get to 60, it stops. It didn't say you got to fit partially. You're supposed to fit all the curses.
All the curses. From the rooter to the tutor.
Give me Deuteronomy 27:1 and Deuteronomy 1:1 real quick. Back to the because I'm trying to figure out when did it stop.
Let me get one more scripture, Elder.
Go ahead.
2 Timothy
1:1, 27:1.
Bring it out. And Elder, tell them they got to get that patent too, because that belongs to F.O.P.E. Woo! Somebody owes some money.
27:1. And then I think they wrote what is it? Yeah, go ahead, let's read it.
Deuteronomy 27:1. And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
1:1.
These be the words which Moses spake unto Israel on this side of Jordan, in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran, Topel, and Lebanon, and Hazeroth, and Dizabah.
Give me Matthew 23:15. We got I didn't. We got to understand, man, what's going on here. We're gonna talk about these damn these Pharisees, right? And then they scared to talk about it. Somebody said that HOI. What that say? What that say? Somebody read that for me. That's what that say.
Which one is the HOI adulteress? Pharisee priest impersonation is a classic.
Well, listen. Let me say this to y'all. Check this out, right?
Come on.
I'm trying to figure out, right? Because I don't have nothing personal, right, against anybody in particular, but I speak against them if they lead the people astray, right? Because how can you call yourself Judah and then you call yourself priest at the same time? Let's just talk about these guys giving themselves names. But read that real quick. Pull it up.
All right, Matthew 23:15. Woe unto you, scribes!
Woe!
Woe
destruction!
Unto you, scribes
Go ahead.
and Pharisees.
Hold on, let me stop right there. Why is the New Testament talking about Pharisees? What do Pharisees do?
They tell lies. They teach the good news, but there's an agenda to it.
Right. The the Pharisees basically, right, is dealing with, they just strictly about, Pharisees basically just dealing with the law of Moses.
Moses. Yep.
Right? I'm not saying laws that way with.
Putting the bondage on you.
But the Pharisees don't believe in Christ. Right?
They don't believe in the gifts of Christ either.
They don't think so. They just don't. That's why they want. That's who killed Christ. The Pharisees. They don't believe in him because they follow the laws, all the laws of Moses. Right?
To the Moses seat.
Certain laws of Moses are done away with. Certain of them, not all. Right? We understand that. I'm not. I always saying all laws away. No, I'm not saying that. Right? But we in the gospel also got to understand what's going on here.
Watch this, Elder. The Most High never gave Israel divorce. Exactly. Moses had to make that bill. Exactly. That's why they said there's a Mosaic law and there's a Most High's mouth.
There we go.
Let's stop playing games here.
There we go.
Moses had to come and kick Israel's ass and give ordinances because we were so goddamn disobedient.
And hold on, watch this. And I can't remember. Yehuda, I know you got it, right? I know you listen in. Don't you know the Most High gave us the laws because you know we couldn't keep them?
Because it couldn't keep them, right? It was a challenge.
Listen, he know we couldn't keep these laws, and also he told us we shouldn't. He wasn't even gonna give us a king, right?
He didn't want us to have a king, but we kept pushing. Yep. And what did Samuel do? He told Israel, the day that y'all get a king is gonna be the day that the 12 tribes of Israel was cursed. He said it. A prophet said it. Yep. And what happened? From Saul all the way up, our asses kept playing double dutch with the Most High. We listened, we disobeyed. We listened, we disobeyed. To the point to the Most High got so disgusted, and he said, you know what? I'm putting y'all away forever. I'm giving y'all name to another people, which is the no people that's spoken in Genesis, the little man with the little broad cup. Right. I'm going to make you jealous to a no people. I'm going to give someone else your identity and make you every name under the sun but who you really are. Yep. And then you got these self-proclaimed prophets in 2020 trying to bring back, we the new prophets of the Most High. By who?
Reincarnation.
By who? Who the hell ordained you, nigga? You ain't ordained.
Read that.
All right. So, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees.
Scribes. What did the scribes do? What is the Pharisees? Right? Scribes and Pharisees are the Old Testament brothers, right? Who only follow Mosaic law. So that's why they talking about them in Matthews. Right. Okay? And he said, woe unto you. Listen up, right? Ain't no more priests out here. Right? All you niggas calling yourself priests. Ain't no more priests out here. Right. Read.
Hypocrites.
Say what?
Hypocrites.
Read again.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites.
Yeah, hypocrite, because you can't keep all the laws, you damn hypocrite. Right. He said, you want these laws? I'm gonna get them to you.
Yo, Patrick, look. That's how they look with the little broad cup on top of their head. They gotta cover the ball spot. Look.
Hypocrite. You don't do this. You're going wrong. Don't do this, and he out there doing all of it. You damn scribes and Pharisees.
Right.
Read.
For ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte.
Oh, you do what?
Make one proselyte.
No, you pass what? Say that part again.
Ye compass sea and land.
That's what they're doing right now. These niggas catching planes, trains, up and away.
Up and away.
Right? Right? But you know, they're not Superman. You ever saw Living Color? And y'all saw the retarded hero? That's bad thing. I hate that word. This is Uriah. Can I come on in about 15 minutes and say something short?
Oh, hallelujah. Shalom,
you can. Lima, Star, somebody put the link in the room, please. Go ahead. 15 minutes. Wow, I don't know how long.
For ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourself.
See that? See that? Any more of that? Go back to the ones I gave you earlier. In fact, hold on, before we go there, right? Let's go. I'm so sick and tired because we already went over this. We're gonna go over it again. What's a man's earth? They go, you know, this person was that's a man's earth. He was a king, and blah, 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 blah. Numbers 1 and 18. Don't give me Numbers 1 and 1, please. Numbers 1 and 1. I'm going to show y'all something. All you newcomers, right?
Numbers 1.
Yeah.
Numbers 1 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tabernacle of the congregation on the first day.
He spoke to what?
Spoke to Moses. Spoke unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tabernacle.
Watch the word. Watch this.
Of the congregation.
What?
Of the congregation.
Of what?
Of the congregation.
Of the congregation. Not all these other people seated, because they want the seat of your father. Of the congregation. Come on.
On the first day of the second month, in the second year, after they were come out of the land of Egypt.
After who?
Out of the land of Egypt. After they.
The congregation. The congregation. Who's the congregation? Israel. Read.
Congregation on the first day of the second month in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying,
watch, here we go. Watch this, y'all.
Take ye the sum of all the congregation.
Hold on. Of all the people of the world.
All the congregation.
Of mixed nationalities.
All the congregation.
Of Ham.
All the congregation.
Of Edom.
All the congregation.
Of Ishmael.
All the congregation.
Of Japheth.
All the congregation.
All the congregation.
Go ahead.
Of the children of Israel.
Oh, the whole children of who?
Of the children of Israel.
You
PG-13, elder. He wanted to say you Pharisees. You Pharisees. It was cold that night.
Woo! Woo! What verse was that?
That was
verse 2, right?
Yeah, take ye the sum. Yeah, verse 2.
Read that part again to jump to verse 18 to see how these niggas lied to you.
Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers.
The congregation of children of Israel after the family of the house of their fathers. Jackass!
The house of their fathers.
Oh, man. Woo! Friday Night Lights. TKO.
Keep reading.
House of their fathers with the number of their names.
With the number of their name, the house of their father, all the congregation of the children of Israel. Why did they say that? Read.
Every male.
Every what?
Every male.
Come on.
By their poles.
By their pole. What's that? Their tribe. Read.
For 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war.
Why do you have to go to war? Come on.
War.
Stop. Hold on. Because I can't think of scripture right now, but you have the scriptures that will show you, it'll tell you what tribe sent how many troops to go to war.
Right,
Dan sent these many. Right. Issachar sent these many. Judah sent these many. Right? It'll tell you the Levi, all the tribes, it'll tell you which tribe, right? Certain tribes couldn't send a lot because they didn't have that many. Benjamin sent these many. Right? To go to war. So they say take the number, right? To see how many Judah going to send, how many Ephraim going to send, how many Manasseh is going to send. Right? That's what it's talking about, jackass. The house of your father. Read verse 2 again. Go ahead.
Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel.
The children of who?
Israel.
The congregation of, go ahead.
The congregation of the children of Israel. After their families.
After they what?
After their families.
All families of the world.
Or after their families.
Any hole on the street you want is not of Israel.
After their families.
After their families, the congregation of Israel. Read.
By the house of their fathers.
Of the house of their fathers, children of Israel. Go ahead.
With the number of their names. Every
What's
male.
their names? Their tribes. Dumbass.
I got one, Elder. Can I get
Yeah,
in?
get in there, man.
Look. Now, I gotta clear something up because a lot of y'all don't know Greek, y'all don't know Hebrew. So this is what they use in slavery that a lot of y'all don't understand. This is Colossians chapter 4. It says masters. This ain't talking about no white man with a darn chain. The word masters means rabbi or teacher.
Right.
So let's put it in its proper context. Rabbi, given to your servants, that means rabbi, given to your students.
Right.
So let's read its proper context for those that don't understand. Rabbis or teachers, elders, whoever you call them, give unto your servants that which is just and equal, knowing which is just equal, knowing that ye also have a master in heaven. Listen to this. Continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. With all, praying also for us that God would open unto us all the door of utterance to speak the mystery of Christ, for which I also in bond. Now look when it gets real good. It says that I may make it manifest as I ought to speak. Walk in the wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace. Did you hear that? Because I want to make sure I read it from the beginning. Verse, it says again, walk, verse 5, walk in wisdom towards them that are without. That means not to be prideful, which these Pharisees are, to be boastful, to be proud. Just listen to this context again, y'all. 5 and 6. Walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time, right? Redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Now, where do you see these Negroes having what? Having a seasoned tongue? Where? But these are scriptures that nobody talks about. They hide these in a book like it don't exist. These are the questions. This is how you judge brothers on they spirit and their fruits. Look at the scriptures and ask questions.
Try the spirit.
Try them.
Try the spirit.
You should be bringing these scriptures out, asking these brothers, hold up, I just read this. This don't match up to what you're doing. How can you be out there and sit up there condemning Israel when Israel don't know? They don't know no better.
Why are you out there condemning heathens?
Let me read this one more time, Elder, verse 5. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without. They don't have the knowledge that you have. So how are you out there puffed up and stiff-necked and strong when they don't know no better? And matter of fact, at one time, you didn't even know who the hell you were. So what gives you the right to shit on them? It says walk in wisdom. You ain't got no wisdom. You know why? Because the Most High did not call and ordain you to preach this truth to the 12 lost tribes of Israel. You are a self-proclaimed false Pharisee prophet, and the truth is not in your ass.
The scriptures say they lied and said he sent them. He said, I didn't send them.
He said they said I was sent, but he said, who the hell sent you? Because I ain't sent you.
Okay, yeah. I got Shawshan sending you the link. Yeah, no, he has to put the room first. Shawshan about to put the link in the room. Open the link. Yeah. So read verse 18. So now read verse 18 of Numbers, and we'll go back to the Pharisees. Read verse 18. Numbers 1:18.
Numbers 1.
Start read verse 17.
Start with 17. Book of Numbers 1, verse 17. And Moses and Aaron took these men which are expressed by their names.
By who?
By their names.
And what's the names again?
Bring it out.
The names are the tribes. Took these men, the tribes. See, they jump right to 18.
And they assembled all the congregations together.
Oh my gosh. In verse 17, he want to keep jumping to 18. In verse 17, took all these men by their congregation, right? These 12 tribes.
Right.
Come on.
And they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So You know what, man?
Wait.
I can't. I'm gonna give you this thing, but that's gonna show you lying niggas. Go ahead,
Jeremiah 23, which is the one that y'all think is only about the Christian church. We're gonna start at verse 10. It says, "For the land is full of adulterers." Adulterers. Listen to this, y'all. "For because of the swearing, the land mourneth. The pleasant place of the wilderness are dried up, and their course is evil, and their thoughts is not right. For both a prophet and priest are profane. Yea, in my house have I found their wickedness, saith the Most High. Wherefore the way shall he be until as a slippery way in the darkness. They shall be driven on and fall therein. I will bring evil upon them, even the year of the visitation, saith the Most High." Now I'm going to jump over. Verse 21. "I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they what? Prophesied. By Shema Mashiach Yahawashi. By Shema Mashiach Yahawashi. You like Negro? Are you speaking in tongues? Shut the hell up.
Right.
Keep going. It says, "But if they had stood in my counsel and caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned from their evil ways." Well, why the hell is Israel still shit messed up? Every time these Negroes go out there and preach, you don't see them bearing no fruit. Who the hell is waking up? Scaring the hell. Matter of fact, all you doing is scaring God's people away. Come out there looking like a goddamn sword Power Ranger. Pew, 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 pew. You look more intimidating than you're supposed to be preaching the gospel. And matter of fact, I got a better one. I could get this verbatim. What was the first commandment he told the disciples? He says, "I send you into what? I send you in the world as sheep amongst wolves." He said, "Be what? Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove." Y'all forget these scriptures. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. And matter of fact, it gets better. "If they will not hear my words, dust off your feet and keep it moving." But y'all will sit there all day long, fussing and cussing and getting angry.
Them no peace. Don't shalom them. Give them no peace. Like they always like to say, they are true devil. The Bible speaks of. Any more on that?
Elder, verse 26. "How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies?" How long? He's asking you a question. How long are we going to sit here and let this blasphemy continue?
Get the link out and come on. Yep.
Finish it off, Elder. How long shall this be in the hearts of the prophets that prophesies lie? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit in their own heart, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor. Hold on, didn't we have a couple of these brothers say the world was going to end in, what was it, 2000? Another one said the 400-year curse ended last year. We want to get the hell up out of here. Well, we still here, nigga.
They're like some of Martin Luther King's I dream. I have dreams.
I had dreams.
I just say that mess, right? But no, it was these other prophets, so-called prophets, talking about I dreamed the year 2. I had a vision. So-and-so had a vision. And you guys are stuck. Straight up stuck. I'll get the link if you want to come in now. It's getting late. Hit the link. Hit the link, brother. Give me what I asked for real quick.
I'm gonna get Romans. I'm gonna get Romans.
Well,
There you go. There you go, man.
the one I asked for, okay,
You on?
okay, yeah, hold on, you're right.
We're gonna bring you on, right?
Give me a sec. The one I asked for, you wrote it down, right?
Yeah, I highlighted them, but
Yeah, read Matthews.
Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Come to you in sheep clothing. What sheep clothing? Not just the clothes, it's the word. It speaks smoothly, charming, right? You know how to caress the spirit, say what you want to hear, right? Gibberish. Right? Go ahead.
But inwardly they are raving wolves.
Inwardly they are raving wolves. Go ahead.
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
So we just read that. Give me the what's the next one again? That's in Chronicles, right? Yep, that's it. Second Chronicles. Was it the Corinthians?
Chronicles.
I'm gonna let you come in, right?
This is Second Chronicles, chapter 11, verse 13. And the priests and the Levites that were in all Israel resorted to him out of all their hosts. For the Levites left their suburbs and their possession and came to Judah and Jerusalem. For Jeroboam and his sons had cast them off from executing the priest's office and unto the Lord. And he ordained him priest for the high places and for the devils and for the calves which he had made.
There we go. So at the end of the day, man, we have to understand what's really going on. You had people who's working for the Most High, you had people who's actually working for the point blank. And a lot of times you be working for the devil and don't know it. Right? What do you say, Yehuda? What do you say? What's that? What's that? B. Right. Go ahead, Uriah. Go ahead.
You want me to go back?
Can y'all hear me?
Let me bring out. You're right. I'm gonna finish this off right here. You can blow.
I bet. Hey, shalom, brothers.
Let me read. What you say?
I said shalom, brothers.
Oh, shalom, family. Shabbat shalom, man.
Shalom.
All right.
Let me read this real quick, because this is what we do, because we got to kick the Pharisees' ass. This is Jude chapter 1, verse 3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the condemned salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and to exhort you that ye should what? Earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. That's what we doing. Contending for the truth to stop these Pharisees from prophesying lies and teaching our people false doctrine.
The thing about it, is that they say you sold out or you turned to this, you done that, blah, 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 blah. They jump on us, they own. They like to say Judah going against each other. And they right. Y'all go against us, and you got heathens talk about us, you don't say nothing to them. You'll talk about us real fast, like dogs. Give me one more scripture that my brother you would want to bring out, and then I'm not sure you're right. I think
he won 6 and 2 and 6 and 5.
He won
12 and 19.
Yeah, y'all go and get that.
I'm gonna get it right now. I'll get 12 and 19. Get the earlier ones. I'll get the last one.
Yeah, y'all get them for.
I got it right now.
And then we're gonna let you in your right. So they read these
6 and 2 and 6 and 5. With chapter 2 and 6 verse 2.
Matt.
It's 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the last one. 12 and 19.
Wait.
Matthew 6 and 2.
Yeah, and then come down to 5 after you read 2.
Matthew 6 and 2, and then what's the other?
Jump down to 5, verse 5 after you finish 2. Bring it out.
So this is Matthew 6 and 2. Therefore, when thou doest thine aims, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have
I'm sorry.
And this all you see in the streets is them blowing up damn trumpet.
Therefore, when thou doest thine aims, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do.
Don't sound that trumpet like the hypocrites do, meaning false prophets. Go ahead.
In the synagogues and in the streets.
In the synagogues, in the highways, and the byways.
Right.
Go ahead.
that they may have glory of men.
That they may have glory of men.
Right, try to look cute. That's all it is.
Right.
Oh, this is the
Look
great
at me,
General
Shalom.
To
Yohana.
be seen by men.
This is the great General Yohana. This is the great. All you. I only got to mention your name. Y'all know who the hell y'all is. Come on,
Jump down the fire.
Verily,
Oh, finish
verily, I say unto you, they have their reward. We'll go down to 5.
Yeah, come.
And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, and they may be seen of men.
Don't they do that in the street? Why y'all don't bring this up? Because y'all be doing
They
that.
scared. They scared.
Y'all be praying in the streets to be seen by people. Sound like Jackie Gleason.
But show myself.
Y'all be doing it in the streets, man.
Singing in tongues.
Come on.
That they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Get on that? All right, we're going to go to Matthew chapter 12, verse 19, family.
Then you come out to that.
I'm going to let Uriah blow after that. It says, he shall not strive nor cry, neither shall any man hear his voice in the streets. This is why you Negroes don't bear no fruit. I've been out there for 500 weeks.
They bad fruit.
Yeah, I forgot. They got the nigga lights coming in every other week.
Right.
But then you see the sisters, they get pissed off and they not joining in. Why? Because you know why? Wicked draws evil. Evil draws evil. You can't have holy. There's no way evil could draw holy. It don't work like that, y'all.
Right.
Go ahead, Elder.
In other words, a shit draws flies.
Right. Hey, can I say something real fast?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Hit that button.
No, I just want to say, the scripture say, a wicked. What it say? A wicked man is given to a portion of a wicked woman.
Go ahead. Right.
So that's all I want to say on that.
You got the floor, Art. Look.
Okay.
Look.
I bet.
Like you said, no time, no see, brother.
Hey, shalom, family.
Man.
All right, that's what's up. Hey, shalom to y'all, man.
It's all good. Good.
All right. Yeah. Hey, I caught y'all at like about 30 minutes in, I guess, but I was hearing y'all go over certain scriptures, numbers, and all that. I don't really have no notes, but I wanted to go back on some of the things y'all was saying, just briefly, because I know y'all been on here for a minute.
Bring it out, Art.
All right, like I was saying though, when I seen that Numbers 1, like you said, in Numbers 1, it says, and the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai. So that's where the children of Israel was dwelling, in the wilderness of Sinai. Where do you get Numbers and go to the first chapter and say that has to do with sleeping with heathen women? Where did that come from? And then when you go down, like you said, it talks about numbering the children, the men 20 and up for war.
They was getting ready for war.
Well, you mentioned that.
And I got
no,
right.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it.
Right. I got a scripture to go along right with Numbers 118.
Come on.
Numbers chapter 26, verse 1 says, it came to pass after the plague that the Lord spake to Moses and unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, verse 2, take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upward throughout their father's house, all that are able to go to war in Israel.
There you go.
Same thing Numbers 1 talking about.
Look.
That was number what?
Same thing.
26 and what?
That's Numbers chapter 26, verse 1, and I just read verse 1 and 2.
That's the only reason why he said about the house of their fathers, because the women didn't go to war, the men went to war. Bring it out, Ak.
Right. That's it. That's the only reason. And it tells
ain't got
right
nothing for no damn heathen women. Bring it out, man.
Nothing at all. So I don't know where they got that from, their own line and vain interpretation. That's where they got that from. They didn't get that from the Most High. The Most High did not tell them that.
Why you bring it out?
And one thing. Oh yeah. Hey, what's that scripture? I can't find. What's that scripture where it said about the head of every man is Mashayach and the head of
I'm gonna get it for you right now.
That's
where's that at?
Yes. In my Bible, that's in Corinthians. First Corinthians.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 11 says you got it.
Yeah,
It's first Corinthians 11.
Okay. I just want to say something briefly. I'm not gonna say too much because it's about to be a lesson, but I keep
Now
hearing
bring it
people
out.
saying y'all sinning because you got your head covered up. I want this to sink in. I'm gonna say this real slow so everybody can hear. Okay, that's 1 Corinthians 11, right?
Hey, you can start from verse 1. It's at 3, but go to verse 1 to bring out the understanding. Go ahead, bring it up.
Okay. Verse 1 says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ." Verse 2, "Now praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you." Verse 3, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ." Now, when it says the head of every man is Christ, is that talking about your physical, literal head? You got to think about that. When it says the head of every man is Christ, are you saying my head right here is Christ? So listen, it says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is man, and the head of Christ is God." So the head of Christ is, you got to understand what it's saying about the head. It's not talking about a physical head. It's talking about who's over you.
Over you, right?
So when you're trying to say you got your head covered, your head is covered because you're not following Christ. That's how you cover your head. It's not because you have a hat on or a scarf on. I'm telling you, they don't understand.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Hey, look, this a nap.
Right. Right.
Christ Yahweh don't have enough power, right, to reach me because I got a damn paper towel over my damn
Right.
head.
I got a
Right.
You niggas are stupid.
I got a
Come on, man.
And you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on now.
Let me take it down a note. Because we fell for this stuff too.
We was hoodwinked.
You know what I'm saying? So, but here's the thing. When we fell for it, you didn't really hear nobody talking about this stuff. And now it's coming out more and more and more. What makes us, a lack of better words, angry is that these guys, like the scripture say, he who has an ear, let them hear. They not hearing. And the reason why I'm upset, right? Not because they being stupid, idiotic and all that. It's because I love them, right? That's why I'm upset, because I want them to hear. I told a brother, I said, brother, what if you wrong? I said, what upsets me the most? You won't give the ear to even hear it.
Right.
That's what upsets me. Give the ear to hear it. Right? The head of man is Christ, not my damn skull.
Thank you, brother. Come on now.
So I was like, it's called, listen, and we all fall for it. It's to trick your words and fast speech. It's fast speech, right? It's reading and comprehension. Reading and comprehension, brother. Right? Like, and we go to 2nd Ezra, right? It says they went through a further land, right? In what? The same region. And then they start talking about boats and ships, and that's not even in the damn verse. It's nowhere on the planet. They done went around they done had people go around the whole damn world, and it didn't take a year and a half.
I looked it up too. I said, let me think. There's any way you could go travel on a ship or a boat that take a year and a half and haven't found nothing? I ain't find nothing.
Not one.
Hold on, watch this, brother. You know how long? Listen, watch this. Do you know? Google it right now. I challenge you to Google it right now. Ask your Google, right? I don't hit it, Google niggas. Watch this. How long do it take for you to get to Barbados to Ghana by plane? 7 hours. But these some bitches would take you, right? So you're first, and then to Africa to make you think Africa's so damn far away. Right? You can go by boat, right? From Africa to the Virgin Islands in 5.5 months. Look what it say. Read it.
From Barbados to Ghana, it takes about 8 hours and 21 minutes.
Whoa.
Wait. You're right. Let me read this real quick. You got the floor. I gotta bring this out, man.
Now go ahead, brother. Bring it out.
It's why the Most High put that spirit on the elders and start cutting your asses up. Yahawashi Christ said himself, "For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was there anything kept secret, but it shall come abroad. If any man have an ear to hear, let him hear. And he that saith unto them, take heed what you hear. What measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you, and unto you that you hear more be given." That's why y'all can't bear no fruit. You're not listening, man.
Right. You're not.
Columbus didn't have no damn boat with engines and nuclear power. 2 months, 10 weeks. That's it.
And you know what's so crazy too?
So
you know what's so
watch
crazy
this,
about that?
Did it take, you're right. Did it take, when we came on cargo slave ships, right? Did it take a year and a freaking half?
There wasn't no year, no half.
That damn ship, I said, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be in the water for a year and a half to bring some niggas across the boat to work. And I gotta
It don't take that long.
Back by myself.
Houston, we got a problem.
I gotta go back by myself.
I got a better one, you right. Hold on, y'all watch this. Put in how long does it take from Africa to Spain? Because y'all forget about the Portugal and Spain slave trade. Woo!
Hey,
watch this.
Before I lose my thought, let me say this real quick.
Yeah, bring it out.
All right, now they saying that it took a year and a half for 9.5 tribes, which is said the 10 tribes anyway. But anyway, 9 tribes they come to America, but yet the scriptures say that Mashiach came to teach the other house to bring them into the fold. So how was it in America when Mashiach came to teach the other house? They wasn't in America at that time.
Hold on, watch it before you bring it up. And who or not, we supposed to done this class yesterday.
All right, I know. I'm just saying they crazy.
You're right, but when we going to bring out probably tomorrow, most I will. Yeah. It's gonna shut. Everything been shut down, right? But all this northern kingdom, southern kingdom, northern. Oh, this was the 10 tribes. That's the northern kingdom. All that. What we gonna bring out is gonna slam the door on these false prophets. I'm gonna read one verse to give you a hint. One verse. Right?
It's no more southern and northern kingdom no more because we're not set up in the kingdom no more.
There is no northern kingdom.
How the military do it? Salute.
Look, there is no northern kingdom.
It ain't.
Southern kingdom. Your ass in slavery. Nah. Watch this. Give me Psalms 80, verse 1-3, and you give me Hosea.
To answer that question, Uriah, it takes 10 hours, brother.
10 hours?
From Spain to Africa in 10 hours.
Hosea 7, 8. And you give me Psalms 80.
Where the hell a year and a half come from?
80 start at verse 2. But you give me Hosea 7, 8.
I got you.
Hosea 7. Now, I'm going to get that part away, but we're going to go into some heavy stuff tomorrow, most I will. Hosea 7, 8.
Ephraim, he has mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Right, he's not turned. Right. Now go to Psalms 8. Watch this. So remember, look, this second Ezra. Let me pop it real quick.
I got my pocket for me too right here.
Give me chapter 13, verse. I think it's where the part where it says these are the 10 tribes. I think it's verse 4. Read that. Second Ezra chapter 13. Now remember, Ephraim is a cake not turned, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's 40. Ezra. It's 40.
You ready? Yeah. You want to bring it out, Ak? You got it?
Somebody read it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, bring it out, Ak. I got it.
All right, second Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. It says, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners.
Exactly. Right. Those are
at their own land. My bad, go ahead, bro.
I just want to start right. Those are the 10 tribes. Right? Those are the 10 tribes. Right? And they say, see, even cake on turn. That's why they got mixed together. They was carried away, they mixed with red bones, all this other stuff. Right now, watch this. Go to Psalms chapter 80, start at verse 2.
Okay, Psalms 80, verse 2. Before Ephraim and Benjamin.
Oh, what the hell? What?
before Ephraim and Benjamin.
What kingdom Benjamin is?
And
what?
Southern.
Now hold on. Now, for even Benjamin, go to verse 1. Psalm 80 and 1.
Psalm asks for give.
Psalm 80 and verse 1.
Give ear, O shepherd of Israel, thou that leadest Joseph like a flock, thou that dwellest between the cherubims, shine forth.
Go ahead.
Before Ephraim and Benjamin and Manasseh, stir up thy strength.
Stir up thy strength. Before Ephraim, Benjamin, and Manasseh. We're going to give you precepts.
That's why it says, with all thy getting, get understanding.
We're going to give you, most I will give you precepts to understand who were them 10 tribes. Right? That's a second address that is talking about.
Right.
Right? Keep reading.
Before Ephraim and Benjamin and Manasseh, stir up thy strength and come and save us.
Keep reading.
Turn us again, O Yah, and cause thy face to shine.
And call thy face to shine. Turn us again. Benjamin is right along with Ephraim, Manasseh. Joseph saying, turn us again. Right? Because verse 3 said, say what? Turn
us again, O God. And
no, I'm sorry, verse 2.
Before Ephraim and Benjamin and Manasseh, stir up thy strength and come and save us.
Read Hosea chapter 7, verse 10.
I'm going to go back to it right now.
And after,
go ahead.
After he reads 7:10, I'm about to put the hammer on the head.
You want you want mine first, or you got me? What you want to do? How you want to do it?
Read that first.
All right, come.
Now go ahead.
In the pride of Israel testified to his face, and they do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek for him at all.
Remember the state face. Read verse 9. Sorry.
All right, let me go back.
Right.
It says, strangers have not devoured his strength.
Strangers have.
I'm sorry, strangers have devoured his strength.
Strangers
That's
have,
exactly what he just read.
Strangers have. Now, hold on. Who devoured his strength? Strangers, right?
Right.
And he's talking
strangers.
About
Ephraim, Benjamin,
right?
And what? Manasseh.
Right. Now you hold on. Read that again. You read the part about the
strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not.
Read verse 2. Read verse 2.
Before Ephraim and Benjamin and Manasseh, stir up thy strength and come and save us.
See, so the Most High was pleading to give us our strength back, because why? It wasn't about no skin color being turned act. It was you was serving idols act. Right. You was wicked act. So he was asking to plead for you to turn back to the Most High's laws. It had nothing to do with your black ass. And guess what? Before you came on Uriah, the Most High said, because I gave him a bogey. Let's say we all got raped by the white man. After the 4th generation, your ass is supposed to be black, nigga. So why you ain't black again?
Right.
Answer that question. So I told
you know why they not black again? You know why they not black again? Because they was never black in the first place. That's why. That's why. Let's just be real. That's why. Never turn. Nah. That's what that was all about. And look, this right here, this going and this about to smack him right here. This Jeremiah 31:18 through 20. You want me to read it or y'all got it?
You're
bring
right.
it out. Bring it out.
You always get a credit to the Most High. But let me say this, right? During my awakening, I was asked for precepts, right? I was calling to people, and Most High was giving me stuff. And Brother Uriah actually gave me that precept right there. Remember that, Uriah? You actually gave me that precept right there. I have a good one. You actually gave me that one. Hallelujah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bring it out.
Hey, brother, we strengthen each other. It's, I learned from you. We all strengthen. That's how we supposed to do as a people, man.
That's it. I ain't shopping on you. Yo, give him that 2x sword. Give him that 2x sword. All
right. Okay, this is going to steal it right here. Jeremiah 31:18 through 20. I'm sorry, 18. It says, I have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself thus. Thou hast chastised me, and I was chastised, as a bullock unaccustomed to the yoke. Turn thou me,
Woo!
and I shall be turned. It says, let me read it again. Turn thou me, and I shall be turned, for thou art the Lord my God. Verse 19. Surely after that I was turned. Not a turn as a pancake,
But look, it
not
says
turned as a Puerto Rican.
it says why he got turned. It says because he repented. Bring it out, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It tells you why he turned. It
says it
tells you right
here.
there.
But
It
can I
tells
say,
you.
go ahead, finish reading because I got something I want to say.
Bring it
about
out,
what you guys doing. Go ahead.
All right. It says 19. Surely after that I was turned. I repented, and after that I was instructed. I smote upon my thigh. I was ashamed, yea, even confounded, because I did bear the reproach of my youth. Verse 20. Is Ephraim my dear son? Is he a pleasant child? For since I spake against him, I do earnestly remember him still. Therefore my bowels are troubled for him. I will surely have mercy upon him, saith the Lord.
Watch this. Now, what you said is correct. They repented. But this what these Pharisees doing right now. Go to Hosea chapter 7, verse 16. This what these Pharisees doing. And I want you to give me Jeremiah chapter 9, verse I want Hosea chapter 7, verse 16. I want you to give me Jeremiah chapter 9, verse give me Hosea 7. See,
Oh, yeah.
what you said is what we should be doing. But this what these niggas doing. Show you unturned don't mean color. This is what they doing right here.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 16, family. They return, but not to the Most High.
They return, but not to the Most High. Don't have a damn thing to do with color. They return, but not.
They are like a deceitful bow.
What the hell is a deceitful bow? Let's find out. Go to Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 3. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 3. And they bend their tongues like their bow for their lives.
For lies. Woo!
Whoa.
Read that again. 16, and you read Jeremiah again. Read that.
Jeremiah, Hosea 7 and 16. They return, but not to the Most High.
Go ahead.
They are like a deceitful bow.
Go ahead.
Their princes shall fall by the sword, for the rage of their tongue. This shall be their derision in the land of Egypt.
In the land of what? Egypt? This is modern day Egypt.
In your captivity.
For your lives.
Right.
The read verse of Jeremiah again.
And they bend their tongues like their bow for lies. But they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth.
Nope.
For they proceed from evil to evil.
From evil to evil.
And they know not me, saith the Lord.
And they know not the Most High. Because the Most High said he don't know them. Right. I didn't send you. Right? Give me Psalm 78, 55. Let's see.
Yeah, after you finish, brother, I have to say this before y'all go. I gotta say something before y'all dip after this.
It says, Psalm chapter 78, verse 55. He cast out the heathen also before them, and divided them in inheritance by line, and made the 12 tribes of Israel to dwell in their tents.
Keep on going.
Yet they tempted and provoked the Most High God, and kept not his testimony, but turned back and dealt unfaithfully.
Remember, they turned back, but not to the Most High. They turned back and dealt what?
It says, but they turned back and dealt unfaithfully.
Watch this.
Like their fathers.
Like you said, you're like your father, the devil.
The devil. Go ahead.
Right.
They would turn aside like a deceitful bow.
Whoa. And that was in Psalm 78, right?
Yes, 78, 55 through
57.
Through 57. Yep. Psalm 78, 55 through 57.
I'm gonna say as the originator. God,
you know what? So that's how I love when I'm talking to my brothers. I'm looking at Psalm 78, and I just got seen something that show that you know who the children of Israel is right here. I gotta read this real quick.
Bring it out.
And 5, and I'm gonna read down to about 4 verses.
Go Go to Psalm 7.
No, I'm reading 10. This ain't nothing but the spirit right here working. I'm telling you, watch this.
Yeah,
I read this chapter, but I'm telling you, watch this. Y'all ready?
yeah, go ahead.
All right, this Psalm 78:5. It says, "For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children." So if you look, we the only people that's waking up and showing this to our children. Nobody else is doing that, except for you call black people scattered throughout the four corners of the earth.
Yep. Hallelujah.
Verse
Right.
Well, look what it says. It gets better.
6, that the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children. Verse 7, that they might set their hope in God and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments. Verse 8, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High. Verse 9, the children of Ephraim, being armed and carrying bows, turned back in the day of battle. They kept not the covenant, verse 10, of God, and refused to walk in his law. That's the spirit brought me here. Look, that's it right there. It tells you all that turning back is right here. That's Ephraim right here about to turn it back.
Can I land me back on that? Let's take their heart out and put out a step on it. Give me Psalm 6. Let's go to Psalm 64 and start at verse 3. Let's go. Psalm 64 and start at verse 3. Let's pull that devil heart out and step on it. Psalms 64 and verse 3. Start there. Read it.
All right. It says, who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. They that may shoot in secret at the perfect.
So they may shoot at the secret. Right? May shoot in secret at the perfect. What's perfect? Brothers and sisters that's trying to follow the Most High. But they shoot these deceitful words in secret to them. Lying, teaching them, and behind them closed doors. We're in them tabernacles, coming out of new school. Right? In secret, teaching them lies. Keep reading.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Now they're lying against the Most High. They're shooting lies at him. Right? And they don't fear him. Right? Now they shoot lies at the Most High, lying on his name, lying on his word. Come on.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner.
They encourage themselves, right? How they do that? Vanity, right? They proud of themselves. Pride. Encourage themselves. I can't be taken down, right? I'm the God sent comforter. I'm the priest. I'm this. I'm that. Come on.
They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Who shall see them? Right?
Who shall see my dirt?
Right? Who shall see this? Right? Lying snares, right? Oh, I can sleep with you. Right? I can sleep with you because you married to a heathen. I can do all these different things. Come on.
It says, they search out iniquity.
They search out this. They search the stuff out. Come on.
They accomplish a diligent search.
They accomplish a diligent search, right? And they are. Satan has his wicked demons too, right? They accomplish all the diligent search. That's why they go on the highways and byways, city to city, state to state, right? Search it out. Read.
Both the inward thought of every one of them.
The inward thought of everyone. Come on.
And the heart is deep.
And the heart is, but watch this.
But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
So the Most High gonna turn their tongue against them like he's doing right now. Read.
All that see them shall flee away.
Now, all you that see these devils on the highways and byways, flee. Flee away. Go ahead.
And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High.
Then declare his word.
Hallelujah.
Declare his word. Don't declare these men.
All praise to the Most High.
Lean on him. The scripture says, study to get thyself understanding. right? Study show ourselves approved, right? Unto the Most High, not unto man. Right? So he's going to shoot like he's doing right now, shooting the words right back at him.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Yes, indeed. And I want to say something real fast to y'all, bro, if y'all don't mind.
I said, look,
now,
with that spirit kicking in, you got the spirit of elder tonight.
now, because I was hearing about, I be hearing a lot of stuff about, because I ain't gonna, I be making posts and saying stuff about how Hispanics, Native Indians are heathens. They don't serve the Most High, and they serve false gods. And I keep hearing they saying they following that because they learned from the heathens. No, they didn't. They are heathens themselves. And I want to bring out two scriptures to show that these people are heathens and they never served the Most High.
Bring it up, huh?
Come on, let's go. We're gonna close it.
All right.
I want the last
one. One is Psalms 96 and 1 through 5.
Go ahead, Doc.
I said, sing unto the Lord a new song. Sing unto the Lord all the earth. Verse 2. Sing unto the Lord, bless his name, shew forth his salvation from day to day. That's what you see us doing, black people who you call niggas and slaves throughout the four corners of the earth. That's what we doing. Verse 3. It says, declare his glory among the heathen. So we declare his glory among the heathen, which includes Spanish Native Indians. They heathens too. His wonders among all people. Verse 4. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. Verse 5. For all the gods of the nations, which include Hispanics, Native Indians, are idols. But the Lord made the heavens. So all the nations' gods are idols. And I gotta show one more to show why they serve it, why they serve these idols, because the Most High gave them up to serve them idols. We call them the Deuteronomy 4:19 heathens. That's the last scripture I got. Deuteronomy 4:19. That's the heathens they are, man. Deuteronomy chapter 4:19. Let me know when y'all ready.
Bring it up.
All right. Deuteronomy chapter 4. And I'm gonna start at, let me see. I'm gonna start at 16 through 19. It says, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female. And we know all the heathens, they make their own images in a likeness, whatever it is. Verse 17, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, and it says the likeness of any winged fowl that fly in the air. Verse 18, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. Verse 19, unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all hosts of heaven, shouldst be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God have divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. So that's why these bastards serve what they serve, because the Most High divided to all the heathens. He didn't divide it to us. That's why he told us don't follow the ways of these damn heathens. That's all I want to say, brothers.
Somebody said, "Oh, the going up, get sleepy."
He had too much of that young.
We've been on for
2 hours, man.
Go ahead, you read, because that's a couple verses I want to read. Go ahead, you.
Hey, Grace and Peace, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Yehuda.
Hey, listen. I gotta go real quick. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to read 2 verses. I want you to go to the KJV, read 2 Kings, chapter 19, verse 23, and then go to 2 Ezra, chapter 13, verse 48. 2 Kings 19:23 and 2 Ezra 13:48. And that's talking about God's borders, letting you know what direction the 10 tribes travel to. So read 2 Kings first, 19 to 23.
I got you.
With that, I'm off. Grace and peace.
All right. All right, I'm gonna read this. 2 Kings chapter 19, verse 23. It says, by thy messengers thou hast reproached the Most High, and hast said, with the multitude of my chariots I am come up to the height of the mountains, to the sides of Lebanon, and will cut down the tall cedar trees thereof, and the choicest fir trees thereof. And I will enter into the lodges of his borders, and into the forest of his Carmel.
Read it again. Read it again.
It says, by thy messengers thou hast reproached the Most High, and hast said, with the multitude of my chariots I am come up to the height of the mountains, to the sides of Lebanon, and will cut down the tall cedar trees thereof, and the choice fir trees thereof. And I will enter into the lodges of his borders, into the forest of his Carmel. That's it on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was 2 Kings 13?
The largest of who? Of his borders.
Of his borders. Go ahead.
Go ahead. We're gonna find out what he's talking about. Go ahead.
2 Kings 13 and
23.
Okay, he didn't. He couldn't remember the verse you said out.
Yeah.
I already know what he's talking about. Because he's telling you where they went. I have an idea what he's talking about, but I don't want to misquote.
Here go right for the Mississippi.
Hey, Yehuda, type that last verse in there again out. Thinking what? 20.
He said 2 Kings 13. He didn't get the verse.
Yeah, I just didn't get the verse.
Yehuda, type in that last one you want to. Like the one you did.
Then you read them last two out of the Bible.
Israel, go to Ecclesiastes, the last chapter, which is chapter 12. I'm going to read 13 to 14 so we get that. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of men. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Hallelujah.
She just
verse 48. Yeah. So say whether they be good or evil. Say all your works gonna be seen. So a lot of stuff, and see, let's jump off the Pharisees. That goes for all of us, man. Everything that we do behind closed doors, the Most High see. I do stuff. Y'all do stuff.
Right.
We all do stuff, right? Let's just hope the Most High forgive us on it, because our body, our mind, our thoughts, a lot of us don't have complete control of these things, right? But understand the Most High see it. That's why you gotta stay in prayer, and you have to constantly stay in prayer and endure. That's why I should say endure until the end. You know, endure until the end. So that's why, I mean, we've been on here now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. I'm sleeping. You're right. I'm sleeping. My brother here sitting there nodding. Right?
I'm still fired up.
Right? You know, so I'll probably get live when I get off. If we read verse back. Yeah, just read verse 48.
All right. 2 Kings 13 and 48. But those that be left behind of thy people are they that are found within my borders.
Now, where's the borders? The borders of the Most High is what? Jerusalem. Right? We were going back and forth. And I mean, we're going to keep reading. There's a lot of stuff we didn't broke down before, man. You know, but that's where we've been going after the Assyrian captivity, right? And we went through further lands on the west coast of Africa, right? I think it's up the northeast or northwest coast of Africa, man. To a further land. So I mean, it's I ain't gonna say it's elementary, but it's there, right? It's there. It's just reading comprehension. It's there. Anybody got anything?
Let me close. I want to close out with this scripture, y'all. I want Israel to be blessed on this Shabbat. It's early in the morning and everybody's tired, but I want to close out on this, and I want Israel to be blessed with the scripture as well. This is Luke. This is Luke chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Most High God of Israel, for he has visited and redeemed his people, has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servants David, as he has spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been seen of the since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he has sworn to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us, that being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, and might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. So that's why we say we for our people. Edification. Give me give me one 12. Right? We for our people. We're not a camp, right? We for our people. We label it as that, and for our people, because the Most High, he just read it. He's for his people. Christ came for his people. Joel 2:27, he said, I'm the Lord your God and none else. You understand? So give me Ephesians 4:12.
It says, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry.
Stop. So a lot of people say, what's your work? What's your work? This is our work right now. We doing the work of the ministry, right? The ministry of the Most High. Perfecting of the saints, right? Be perfect for perfecting the saints, for the work of the ministry, working for the ministry. Come on.
For the edifying of the body of Ha Mashayach.
So that's why we said we for our people edification, to edify you the body of Christ. What's the body of Christ? The word. Right? Go ahead.
Till we all come in unity of the faith.
That's why we for our people, right? For all of us to come together. What? In the unity, what? Of the faith, right? To endure to the end. Come on.
And of the knowledge.
Of what?
And of the knowledge.
Of what?
And of the knowledge.
And of the knowledge of who?
Of the Son of the Most High.
The knowledge of the Son of the Most High. Quick.
Unto a perfect man.
Unto a perfect man and woman. Come on.
And to the measure of the statue of the fulfillment of Ha Mashayach.
Measures and the statue, right? You gotta be measured up to the statutes of the Christ. Now hold on. I got all scriptures are good. Right? He was talking about condemning your ass, right? Right. But I want to read this real quick because it says, read that part again, Ephesians 4:12 from the beginning, and give the same to me.
For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ. So we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High.
Knowledge of the Son of the Most High.
Unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the statue of the fullness of Ha Mashayach.
Now, a lot of us are stuck right here, though. Read this 2 Timothy 3:7. Because I've been in truth 30 years, 40 years. Some are stuck right here, though.
2 Timothy 3:7. Every learning.
Ever
learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Never able to come to the truth. Ever learning. And never able to come to the knowledge.
And it's true, 30 years and still don't know jack shit.
You know why? That's why. You don't give an ear and you follow man. So with that, my name is QANATH Yahawashi Allah, F.O.P.E, for our people education, man. Most High bless you all. Most High bless you all. Enjoy your day. Endure to the end. Serve the Most High. Don't follow man. With that, we say,
Shabbat shalom! Shalom!
Oh, hallelujah. And broadcast. Out.